sure we are live. I think we are live and direct. Hello, world. We are back in action. Another night of studying. Just gotta make sure all this is in order. About to get started here. I think the sound is good. I'm gonna make sure I edit this caption. There's no echo. Sometimes there's an echo in these streams. Make sure there's no echo there. Okay, we straight. We're gonna get set up here. Let's get right. Hopefully all of y'all are well. All is going well for y'all. About to get started this evening. Nice little work session, study session. And let's put some work in. It's Monday. No smoking today. I try to only indulge in the adult activities on certain days. Hold on one second. Let me get it together. Let's see what we got. Hold up. I'll make sure all of my tweet. Signed in. And then I think we're going to go for probably going to study tonight and work for about 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably going to live stream for at least, we'll probably go 3 hours. We'll probably go till 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah, we'll try to go 6 hours again. Do like another nice little 6-hour stream. And we'll go 6 hours. You know, most of y'all, if you're a night shift worker, or if you work at night or anything of that nature, then make sure it comes up on here. Everything's good. Yeah, so if you work a night shift or something like that, then, or if you work in corporate America, then you would know that you normally got to put in 8 hours, so you can rock with your boy for at least 6. And myself, I think I put in about, yesterday I put in about 15 hours of work for the day. So, as y'all know, as an entrepreneur, business owner, like, there is no such thing as, really no such thing as days off. You have to truly figure out your own days and your own times, and you really got to create that balance. That's the main thing I was talking about in my last video, is about finding balance and not having life consume you and whatnot. you know. Okay, so the sound is good. I wanted to just make sure the sound wasn't echoing. One of my streams, the sound was echoing. Not a good look. And I'm gonna adjust the music here in a minute. Send out a tweet. Send out a quick tweet here. Let everybody know that we are up and live and direct. Oh, you know what? I think I could do it from Streamlabs. Hold up. Okay, maybe not. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna do tweet like this. There we go. Okay, I was looking for that. All right, let's say. It's weird how that's coming up. I'm gonna send this all to them all throughout my socials. Oh, okay, that's what I did wrong. I'm like, yo, why is that not coming up right? Okay, it's gonna go like this. There we go. Okay, that looks much better. Playoffs today. I don't know who's playing, but we can check it out. We can check out the scores and all that good stuff. We get started. All right, cool. Try to send out a tweet. Okay. So, what up? All right, now we all settled. We all ready to go. We ready to rock. Hopefully you guys are doing well. As you know, I'm night shift. I'm a night owl. That's normally when I work. That's normally when I do all my work. I own a bookstore, a farm, investments, real estate, run a bunch of websites. I'm a webmaster for a lot of different websites. And sorry, y'all, I gotta get this volume right for the music. If the music is not perfect, it throws me off. I got these real nice speakers, but you gotta kind of manually adjust them. Heck no. It's too loud. There we go. There we go. Okay. Gotta get this sound just right. I'm sensitive to the sound, you know what I mean? So it's gotta be just right. But yeah, as y'all know, I'm night shift, so long as you get the work done, that's what it's all about. Like I said, I worked 15 hours yesterday. I streamed for about 6 hours, 6.5 hours. We're gonna stream again for another 6 hours, doing some work, doing some studying, doing all the things that we need to do. As I said, I'm involved in a lot of different projects, and these projects, there's really no end to them. So you got to create balance and find time and enjoy yourself. But I was sitting back thinking about smoking. It's one of my little hobbies, my little outlets. I love to smoke a little hookah. I'm not going to smoke today, but it's all about balance. Normally when I do it, it's I regulate it as best as I can, and of course I do a whole bunch of other things to try to neutralize it, because you got to understand the long-term effects of doing certain things like that. And no matter what you indulge in as an adult, whatever it is, if it is good or bad, as self-inflicted or what have you, always find a happy medium, a balance, and enjoy life. I'm not a person who doesn't like to indulge in certain things or partake in certain adult activities or things that make me feel good. And I would implore you the same, sentiments, that whatever you do that makes you feel good, it's all good as long as you have balance. But don't think I'm gonna be up on here smoking every day. I'm gonna be up on here, and you know what I mean. That's not productive. It's more so a thing that I like to do on the weekends. It's more so a thing that I like to do, during my downtime. And so usually it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of thing, unless I'm like on vacation or something like that, and I regulate it. But at the same time, heavy into cardio. I'm heavy into boxing. I'm heavy into weightlifting. I'm heavy into calisthenics. I'm starting to get into swimming, but just being athletic in general, working out, medicinal herbs. As you know, I grow medicinal herbs on my farm. And you take your vitamins and minerals. Make sure you take your vitamins on a daily basis. Drink lots of water. Drink lots of coconut water. I love my coconut water. Stay hydrated. Stay groomed. Stay clean. And have your yearly visits, your checkups. And as long as you do that, it's like we could put one up in the air every now and then. It's not going to kill you, right? As long as you keep that balance, you're good. So, but I just wanted to put that out there, because I know y'all see me with these streams, me smoking or whatnot, but I'm a regular person. I am a regular person. I'm not somebody who doesn't like things. As a matter of fact, I'm probably a lot more down to earth and into things you wouldn't even know. Like I said, there was a meme that says I got friends who are gangsters and who are locked up, and I got friends who cosplaying and at Comic-Con and trying to be Pokemon masters. I got all types of them. I got a spectrum. I got astrophysicists, and I got ninja serving life. I've been around, and part of doing these videos is sharing my life and opening up my world a little bit, and being active on the platform, because as I've said in previous videos, I try not to indulge on the internet stuff as too much. I do what I got to do on the internet because a lot of my work is done on the internet. But after that, my social life is in real life, and then that's it. But I also have to figure out ways to bridge the two together, because as I say in my videos, there's beautiful people all around the world. All around the world there's beautiful people. And if we don't have a way to communicate, we'll never be in touch, So, and it limits my scope of networking and relationships. So after taking a break for the last, I don't know, I ain't posted a video for, when was the last time I posted a real video? And some of my videos are unlisted. you know. But the last time I posted a video would be November 6th, 2024. I posted about the election. Yeah, Trump beating Kamala. I posted about that. And that was it. That was the last video I posted. November 6th, 2024. We are in 2026. And then before that, the last video I posted was, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, I can't even find it. 2022. So believe that. And then before that, I was active. I think I was active on YouTube from about 2016 to about 2016 to about 2019. I think I was heavy on YouTube for about 3 years. And then I think I did some stuff 2020 here and there. 2022 kind of got in. 2020 kind of got inactive. And then when I moved to Hawaii, I think I kind of just, you know, phased out a little bit. And then, yeah, November 2022 was the last time I posted. And then after that, it was November 2022, 2024, and now. So again, I don't, I don't really do the YouTube thing much, but I'm starting to now. And I'm going to. And the best way I've learned to content create and do YouTube and things like that is to, you got to incorporate it in your lifestyle. If you want to create content, just show what you're already doing already. And I kind of wrestled with that because I'm like, it's kind of boring. I mean, I have some fun times and stuff too, but as far as my day-to-day routine and the bulk of what I do, I'm locked in. I'm a researcher. I'm a scholar. I'm a student. So not a literal student, but my job requires me to research and study. And it's like, how do you show that? I mean, it's like, just, hey, go live. I done seen videos, study with me. Cool. Some of y'all working a night shift, some of y'all on the forklift, some of y'all at the hospital, wherever you are in the world, you lock in with me. I'm bringing a good frequency. The frequency is, we're up late at night. We're up late. It's really 9:47 Central Standard Time, but we're up. In the evening, most people are getting ready to go to bed, wind down. Us, we getting ready to get started, get it cracking. So appreciate you tuning in. And so the previous stream I started off working because I had already eaten and everything, so I was already good. But I'm just getting my day going right now, so that's why I'm starting off eating casual, that kind of thing. And then after I get finished in about, I'll probably start in about 15 minutes. After I get started in about 15 minutes, about a little after 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, we'll lock all the way in. So today I'm going to be doing some translations, translating text. Yeah, see, I'm one of those like hidden guys. Like, you remember like King James? He had the Bible translated. He had it translated into English, and he recruited all the best scholars to be able to translate the Hebrew text into English. I'm the guy that King James would call to translate. That's me. Anyway, I'm behind the scenes, that type of guy. Today we are going to be translating this book here, Lily de Manger. This is in French, and children's book. And I'm actually building a website that has a lot of these resources available for people who want to learn languages. So we'll be translating that, and then as you know, we were doing this yesterday. This is in Spanish. Las Meninas Historia de una Escuela Escalera Escuela. I was watching Sin Embargo, and that's one of my favorite news platforms, online news platforms. Alvaro and Alejandro. Shout out to those guys. But I watch them all the time, just kind of get my Spanish right. But this is what we're translating also. Escalera. Las Meninas Historia de una Escalera. See, I be speaking so fast, I be just running through my words. But this is kind of like a playwright, Spanish theater book. And then this one's about a little rabbit who's moving and has like a crazy family and whatnot. But very cool. We'll be doing that today. So we'll be doing translations. We'll also be doing a little bit of inventory. You can't see it, but I keep like a little suitcase of books over here. I'll move it back here. Maybe you can see it back here. I don't want to mess up my cords. This thing is so damn heavy. Okay, that's good. So as y'all see, I got this suitcase here. I don't think you can see. You can see it if I put it way over here. I've been putting my keyboard and stuff on top of it. But on this, and the only reason why I have this, I brought this from my bookstore. In here, I have a bunch of books that I have to inventory online, and I'm just hesitating on opening it because once I know I open it, I gotta go ham. So, but it's sometimes you just gotta put things in your face to know I'm gonna get to it. You know what I mean? Like, put it in your face, let it sit there, so it's there. Don't put it out of sight, out of mind. Let it be in your face so you know I gotta get to it. So I have this right here so that it's kind of a reminder of this what I gotta get done. So I got probably about a good 100 books in there that I have to inventory, and it's all about just doing a little bit, being consistent, and then you're good. So I'll be doing that. So we got translations tonight. We got inventory. Scarface says I gotta look after my investments. So gotta look at what's going on with crypto. Gotta look at what's going on in the stock market. The ups and downs. I'm not really a heavy into day trading. I'm more so into buying and holding, set it and forget it. And I'm also into, if I do trading, I love swing trading, right? I like to buy something, hold it, and then for a while, and then get rid of it. Day trading, unfortunately, I have to be up at a certain time, and it's very, it can be extremely emotional and impulsive. You make a lot of money doing it, and I do it at times, but I'm more so when I assess myself, and I say, okay, what am I better at? I'm way better at swing trading. I'm way better at buying and holding, and so that's kind of what I do. When that whole GameStop thing was going on, I cleaned up on that before it shot to the moon. All that Wall Street bets and all them crazy Reddit ninjas and all that, and meme stocks. I was at the beginning of that, so I didn't catch it at when it got to the height, but I caught it at when it was super low, but I caught it at a really good time, and that was a fun time. And of course, we're gonna check the scores, see what's going on. Every once in a while, I put a little bet here and there. Not much, but just a little here and there. The only thing that I like as a dark horse in the NBA is I think and the Nuggets and the what's that squad called? The Timberwolves. Woo wee! I'm getting old. I need some ginkgo biloba or some B12 or something. B complex. But no. The Timberwolves. I think that series is going to go 7. So I would put a future in for that. I love futures. Like, who do you think is going to win in the end and that kind of thing. I love doing that. I try not to get into the day-to-day stuff. The day-to-day stuff is just noise. But I love series, like a good series. Like, I like looking at series. Oh, that's going 7. Some of my notable big wins that I've had, I mean, I've had a lot, but some of my notable big wins would be predicting the LeBron series he's coming back from 3-1 when he played Golden State. Crazy thing is, I also predicted that the Warriors would come back 3-1 the previous series when they played OKC, when Durant was still there, before he shipped off to OKC. And I predicted that. It was so funny. I predicted so perfectly. Not only did I predict every game correctly, who was going to win, who was going to lose, I predicted the series outcome correctly. So I knew that game 1 of that Golden State game that OKC was going to take that game, and they ended up taking that game. I think they stole that game, and then they went up 3-1, and then I had Golden State the whole time, and then the same thing with LeBron and them. So, and I remember I was on the plane, and I had a crazy future for the Cavaliers to win, and I didn't have access to the internet, nothing, and the captain came on the loudspeaker, and he's like, "Hey, this is your captain speaking. If anybody wants to know," and by the way, the game was going on while I was in the air, and he was like, "This is your captain speaking. If anybody wants to know the result of the NBA Finals, the Cavaliers won 87-89 or something like that, or 92-89. It was like one of very low scoring." I'm just like, yes, And I remember, getting a celebratory drink on the damn plane, and like I was like, LeBron and them boys got me paid, But I'm more so into futures, but buying and holding, long-term predictions and things like that, and then just scraping your money off the top, But day to day, I like to be in things that I can control. Like, those are fun, but I don't control those businesses. I don't control if they're gonna win or they're gonna lose. But what I can control is I can control, for the most part, what's going to happen on my farm. I can control me going to the gym. I can control me doing these videos. I can control me translating different text. I can control me building websites for people. I can control putting books up for the market to be sold, and things that are in my control. Those are things I like to go hard on. But just to have a little fun, I invest in stocks. I might put a little something on the sports games, just to have a little fun, just to take the edge off. You know what I mean? But I don't get too sucked into that world too much. But yeah, so we've got some finals games on today, and I'm just finishing up my food here. This is actually my first meal of the day. So I woke up today. By the way, I didn't go to sleep until 1 p.m. By the way, so I ended my live stream yesterday at about, I want to say 5 or 6, something like that. And then I was up still working until about 1. And my children, as you know, I live in Hawaii also. My children live in Hawaii. They go to school in Hawaii. They're 5 hours behind right now from where I'm at in Nebraska. And they usually call me before they go to school. And so I stayed up for their call, and then I went to sleep. So then I got up probably about maybe 2 hours ago, about 7:30 Central Standard Time. I don't know, had to do some cleaning, tidying, self-care, grooming, get right, and then after that, I'm here with y'all, preparing my stuff, and I'm here with y'all. So that's usually my night. That's usually my day. I work all night. I finish up about 3 a.m. I go to the gym about 4 a.m. And then after that, I leave the gym about 7 a.m. And then I usually wind down. I might do a little bit of housekeeping from about 7 to 9. I go to bed. I wake up about 9, 10, 11, 12. I wake up about 12. I send my kids off to school. And then usually go back to sleep. And then wake up about 3 or 4. Housekeeping, do all that. And I usually get started about 6. I normally get started about 6 o'clock. But sometimes my times get pushed back and back and back depending on how hard I'm working or whatever. So that's normally my schedule. But this is my normal. And for those of you who work night shift, those of you who are night owls, it's your normal. But because most of our family, most of our friends, most of our loved ones, they're in the day shift matrix. Their whole thing is day, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Most of the world revolves around things that happen in the day. We seem like anomalies, or we're kind of like outliers. You know what I mean? I saw a video of some black dude who he was buying like a beer from a gas station or something, a pack of beer. And it was like in the middle of the day, like 8 in the morning or something like that. And the dude, some nosy dude was like, "You buying a beer or something at this time?" And he's like, I work night shift, month, kind of cussed him out a little bit. Like, mind your business. So it's your world. It's your world. And however your world is, as long as you curate it to what you want to do and how you like it and how you want it to be, enjoy it as best as you can. And don't let the outside world think you're doing something wrong just because you're working at a different time. As long as you put the work in, as long as you put your hours in, as long as you do all the things and show up every day, it doesn't matter when you work. I've seen people say, "Oh, you get sick working at night," and you can get sick working at night when you don't sleep and get your amount of sleep. I got blacked out curtains in all my rooms, So when I go to bed, it's like it's night wherever I make it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make it dark, If you're killing yourself working at night, working at day, doing all this, and you're not getting any sleep, that's where you're gonna get sick. But again, society has conditioned us since we were children to work a certain way, move a certain way. And again, I'm not knocking nobody who works during the day. It's cool. But society has conditioned us to do that since we were children. Kindergarten, wake up, go to school, 7:45, 7:30 in the morning. You're at school from 7 to 3. Get off at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. By the time you're at home, it's 4 or 5. All they're doing is preparing you for what? The 9 to 5 corporate world. So then now it's this normal thing, right? They're getting you used to that. But when you kind of go against the grain, kind of like me, and I do something totally different, it's kind of like, oh, wow, you see behind the veil. I also like working at this time because there's not a lot of distractions. See, when I'm studying and I'm researching, which is the main gist of my job, strategizing, studying, researching, building, when you're doing that, there's no distractions. At 8, 9, 10 in the morning, 11, people calling you, texting you, emails galore, doorbell ringing, this person's coming through, that's happening. At night, I could just be, everything is chill. Now, I have certain appointments I got to deal with, certain meetings that I cannot escape, sure, that happens. But for the most part, I try to curate my life to where I don't like dealing with none of that noise, because for 37 years of my life, I've dealt with that noise. I've dealt with it. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm checked out. I'm totally checked out. I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't want to deal with none of that noise, none of that, nothing. So you wake up at night, it's peaceful. People, my kids asleep, that sort of thing. But, although my kids are never a bother like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's just not a lot of day noise. That day noise of just like that surface level, trivial, stressful talk that I don't even want to even deal with that type of stuff, man. Oh, you see about this, you hear about this, you hear about this killing, you hear about this, you see what Trump did. Can I interest you in a new Ring doorbell? Can I interest you in a new alarm system? Oh, do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? It's like, I don't want to hear none of that right now. Please, please. I'm about to be grumpy old man, get off my lawn. I don't want to hear none of that. When you wake up, it's like, what's so dope, and you work at night, it's like all that stuff, everyone is just chill. People who work at night are mad chill. They're mad chill. I love the way that people at night work because they're not like, they just don't have that you know what I mean? That anger and that stress. They kind of have that way. Let me just chill. I'm at night. Some people are tired. I'm ready to go to bed. You know what I mean? But most of them are very laid back. And then usually by the time I finish my day, which I get out of the gym at 7, then I might go to the grocery store. I go to the grocery store early when everything is fresh, everything is out there. I can get the pick of the litter, all the stuff I want. Nobody's in there but old people, and you know what I mean? Nobody's in there at 7, 8 in the morning in the grocery store, so I get everything I want. And then after that, I got, some little miscellaneous housekeeping things, send my kids off to school. If my kids are in school, I'm out, knocked out. So it works out perfectly, but there's nothing wrong with working at night. As long as you get your work done, you work hard, progress in the right direction where you're trying to go with your goals, get lots of rest, drink lots of water, do all the things that you're supposed to do so that you remain healthy, ain't nothing wrong with it at all. And don't let nobody tell you that there is something wrong with it just because, you're not in the norm like everybody else. Now, when it comes to like social events and things like that, you also can hang out at a lot of social events too, which is cool, like night stuff going on and things like that. So I don't miss a lot of social events. The only thing that could be tough is certain barbecues and certain little date stuff and day parties and things like that. But it'll only take one day to set an alarm, wake up for something like that, or hang out for that. That's the same approach that I have when I'm doing meetings or something. Sometimes I got an 11 a.m. meeting, or I got a 8 a.m. meeting, 9 a.m. meeting. It's like, all right, I gotta deal with this. But if it could be an email it to me, or if I could just have my assistant check it out and see what's going on, have him do it. I delegate so much stuff to him. Like, hey, I'll have you handle this, bro. I'm not. I'm the final. I'm like the end guy. I'm like Big Bowser, man. I'm the final boss in the castle. I'm not trying to deal with none of that stuff. None of that trivial stuff. And I know this might sound crazy, but this is truly how you protect your peace. When you're not sitting here, every little thing you're getting pulled to, every little thing. And I'm speaking from experience. Every little meeting, every little this, every little that. And it's like, how can I cut all of that out? And, now, what's up, programmer? But now it's like, nah, I'm chilling. I got the life that I want to have. I'm having fun. I get to wake up when I want to wake up, and I get to curate my life. And when I get started, it's peaceful. It's real peaceful. You can't tell me how many days have you woken up and it's just chaos. 8 in the morning, got to get your kids ready for school, doing all that. Let's say you don't even have kids. You wake up, your alarm's, oh my gosh, I'm late for work. Damn, I'm eating on the road. I gotta go buy something. Then you lied to yourself. You said I was gonna get gas.
in the morning. You said you was gonna get gas. You should have got gas at night. Should have got gas the night before, but you didn't. And then you said, I'll get it in the morning. Biggest trap in the world. I'm gonna get gas in the morning. Okay, now you late. Now you about to run out of gas. Now you gotta go here. Now you on your third tardy, but now you written up. You go in there. You all messed up. You couldn't even take a shower. You just had to take a little bird bath. Just wash your face, brush your teeth, get out the door, put a little deodorant on, and just roll out like damn. Okay, so now you at work. You know, not even groomed right. You know, it's crazy. Getting written up and all. I mean, I've had that life. And then you're stuck in traffic. Then people don't know how to drive. This person don't know how to drive. Honking the horn. Come on, man. You get over in the other lane. And you speed up a little bit. Oh, it's a grandma. It's an old lady. That'll humble you a little bit. That'll humble you a little bit. You see some bad slow driver like, what's wrong with you? You get over. You see it's an old lady like, man, let me chill out. Let me relax. I'm getting mad for nothing. You know. Almost getting in a wreck trying to get to work, and I was like, bro, you know. Then you get off, you might have to go to the grocery store. Then it's like, I see why people don't have time to go to the gym. I see why people just don't have time to do anything. You know, they don't have time to do anything because you don't have control of your life. You want to try to curate your life and control your life as best as you can. You know, that's why I like night shift the best, because most night shift gigs, real chill, real laid back, real chill. And it doesn't have a lot of that craziness. You just have to figure out your spots when you're going to go to the grocery store. Like I go early in the morning, best time to go. Everything's fresh. Go to the gym, I go early in the morning. Nobody's in the gym at 4 in the morning except for very serious people like bodybuilders, you know, athletes. Those people who are in there early in the morning, and you might get some old people in there. You're gonna get some cancer survivors and some people who are old. You know, you got some old folks in there. You're not gonna get, you know, that's the best time to go. The second best time to go, I would think, would be like the afternoon. That's where you're gonna get a lot of that lunch crowd. You know, people who are in corporate America trying to get a quick workout in, that kind of thing. You can get that lunch crowd at the gym in the afternoon. Worst time to go, evening. Oh my gosh. You go at the evening time, you gonna have, first of all, everything is all used up. You go to the bathroom looks chaotic. So when I go in the gym at 4, the bathroom is pristine. You go number 1, you go number 2, hell, you can go number 3 if you want. That toilet is clean, everything is pristine. The paper towels are there, the counters are all nice and wiped off, everything's looking great. Go in that mother effer at 6 o'clock in the evening time. That bathroom looked like people don't know what they doing. Like they just got potty trained. Like they don't know what the hell they doing. Missing everywhere. People don't know what they doing. Just nasty. And what else you got? You got all types of riff-raffers in there. You ever see the videos where somebody walks in the gym January 1st, he looks around this way, somebody doing a workout like this, not knowing what they doing, he looked this way, 2 people fighting in the gym, he looked this way, somebody doing some stupid stuff like this. You know, it's like, damn, you go in there at 6 o'clock, you got all types of riff-raff. You got high schoolers hogging all the machines. And, like what y'all doing? Y'all in here, you don't even know what y'all doing in here. Y'all just over here playing. You know, machines is hogged, and everybody want to talk to you. You're going to be running into everybody and their mama from when you grew up. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, bro, I'm trying to lock in, bro. No disrespect, but I'm trying to like get this in real quick, bro. We have to chop it up and hang out another time, but I don't normally say that. I'll have a conversation, but I'm thinking that, like, bruh, you know, going at 4. I didn't start talking to people in the gym going at 4 till about maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And I've been going at 4 for about a year and a half. Almost 2 years. And about 2 months ago, just started talking to somebody. Just started talking about 2 people. Crazy. Because everybody's in there, they locked in. Everybody's in there, so it's like, oh, everybody's in here for the same purpose. Everybody in here is focused. Everybody in here, they know what they coming here for. You want social hour? Hey, we go out, get some sake, get some hot sake, and go get some sushi. We can have social hour like that. But right here, I gotta get this in. You know, but I'm not mad at it. I go to the gym to be focused and get my gains. I'm not mad at people who go to the gym for other stuff, camaraderie, socializing, trying to find a mate, whatever. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it because at the end of the day, as long as you show up and do the work, that's the number one thing. I'm mad at the people who don't show up at the gym. Those are the people I'm mad at. But anybody who shows up at the gym, as long as you in there doing something, doing the work, or showing up, which is half the battle, the other half is doing the work, I can only salute you. But I know the kind of crowds I like to avoid. So another reason why I like working night shift and doing things at night because the 4 a.m. gym crowd is just that's the elite of the elite, and I love going at 4. So yeah, it is 10:15. We about to get ready to get it cracking here. I just finished my first meal of the day. So as I said, I got a bookstore. I got to do inventory today. I'm gonna do a little bit of inventory. We'll see what kind of books we got. And then we're going to be translating this book. And we're going to be continuing translating this book. This book is in French. Bonjour. And this book is in Spanish. Hola. Okay? As you know, I'm a linguist. Behold a polyglot. So we're going to be doing some translations. And then I'm going to continue. I finished building a website yesterday. Today I have to continue tweaking on another website. And then that'll pretty much be the gist of my web work. I think I still have to do some. Strategic planning for my farm. So I own a farm. Trust me, in about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops, I'm gonna shut my mouth because I'm about to lock in and work. But normally, I already start working, and then I eat, and I just chop it up with y'all. But because I'm getting here at, 10, whatever, I didn't eat, so I had to start off eating. So y'all understand, we family, y'all understand. But anyway, in this right here, this big ass suitcase. Oh, and no smoking tonight, y'all. No smoking tonight, sorry. We gotta maintain balance. We gotta maintain order in the kingdom, y'all. Gotta maintain order in the kingdom. So no smoking tonight. No hookah tonight. No shisha tonight. So as y'all see in the background, the shisha, the hookah is gone. It's all cleaned off, all finished. So, but this weekend I will. See, different French books that I gotta translate. Different books I gotta translate. And then I also have different books that I have to list in my store online. This one was on the walls came tumbling down. Ralph David Abernathy, an autobiography. See, I got tons and tons of books in here. There's a Frederick Douglass book, so I got to clean this off, grade it. See, it's a little bit messed up, but Life and Times of Frederick Douglass, old book. 501 Spanish Verbs. Y'all know this one, The Alchemist. Good book. C'est comme ça. That's another French book. Another French book. So I think I actually got 501 French verbs. This is a good one. I'm going to list this one here. The Law of the Land challenges the legal and moral assumptions underlying the European occupation of Aboriginal Australia. That's a book about Australia. So list that one. I'll probably put that one up today. There's another one. There's a Black nationalist book. Black Exodus, Black Nationalists and Back to Africa Movements, 1890 to 1910 by Edwin S. Redkey. That's a good book. Middle Class African Marriage. There's another one. Okay? These are all good, solid books that I've got to get right. En Música de España. Spanish book. Look at this. This is crazy. The Bantu speaking heritage of the United States. That seems interesting. Shout out to all my Bantu speaking people. Dumelang, Moloeni, Sawabona. Start speaking Zulu and Xhosa and Tswana to y'all real quick. Black Albino. An exciting romantic historical novel. What I mean, just random stuff, you know what I mean? Words of Revolution by Tom Skinner. A call to involvement in the real revolution. So again, you can get lost and caught up in that world, but I'm somebody who, you know, tries to put certain boundaries because the book world will get you. You will get pulled in. Be right back. Alright, so tons and tons of books. Y'all don't see it on the ground here, but there's tons and tons of books over here that I got an inventory. So I'll be doing that tonight. And then after that, that'll be it. So I think I'm done eating here. So let me get all my stuff in order. But appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking with me. Just finished my meal here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I'll keep. Let me see if I want the light on or light off. I want to go low light. You want to go lo-fi light? Let me see. Let's see what that's hidden for. I kind of like the low light, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like the low light. What y'all think? Low light, high light. High light, you can see everything though. But low light give it that night shift vibe. You know what I mean?